Tonight on CBS 42 News, tragedy on Jefferson County roads. 2 young men are dead in separate crashes. And starting over.
We took a senior picture recently and it got burned.
A family is left with nothing after an overnight fire reduces their home to ash.
But first, from the thrill of victory to the agony of defeat, it took just seconds for Alabama fans to realize there would be no win, no overtime, only celebration on the plains for the Tiger Nation. Good evening, I'm Natalie Tejeda. Thank you for joining us. I captured that heartache tonight on my iPhone while out looking for fan reaction to the game. Even casual fans, myself included, get up for the Iron Bowl. It's a rivalry game so huge, victory is never guaranteed. In fact, a few Auburn fans I spoke with were more stunned than celebratory.
I can't even talk right now. I'm still in shock. I'm just glad I didn't go into labor.
Who pre-booked for Atlanta and Pasadena, they're most likely looking for refunds right about now. As for Auburn fans, now the hunt is on for tickets and hotels for next week's SEC championship game. We have links on our website at cbs42.com. And don't go away. We are going to wrap up this classic Iron Bowl matchup live from Auburn in just a few minutes. But we do have some breaking news out of Hoover. Police have confirmed a shooting investigation is underway at Riverchase Apartments in Riverchase in Hoover. Captain Jim Coker tells us that 1 woman is dead, another in custody. The shooting happened around 7 p.m. at an Iron Bowl party. Stay tuned to cbs42.com for updates on this developing story. Also tonight, sources in Walker County tell our Melissa Crabtree that a man is in custody after stealing a car with 2 children inside near Dora. We're told that a chase took place and that the children were ejected from the car when it was wrecked near Bell's Funeral Home. The driver, again, is in custody. We are working to get more information about the condition of the children. And Thanksgiving will never be the same for one family who's struggling to cope with the loss of a second person in just 1 week. The latest after a deadly car accident near Avondale this morning. CBS 42's Caitlin McCauley was on location within minutes of the crash.
This isn't something any mother wants to see. For this mother, her son's death comes just days after she lost her own mother.
Yes, we just buried our grandmother on Tuesday.
Tanya's cousin was driving this white van when it slammed into a parked car, then flipped over. Wandel and Elliot woke up to the sound of the crash.
First I heard like a screeching noise, and then I heard a boom. That's when it hit one car and the other car impacted my car, and by that time he was on the line going real fast in a wave light pattern. And then he just went over there across the alley, and then he hit a pole, and then by that time the van was flipping over.
Emergency response teams arrived to find the driver dead. No one else was in the car, and we don't know what caused the crash yet.
The traffic homicide investigators are here. They'll do a full investigation, and later on we'll know what possibly could have caused the accident.
As for the victim's family,
Yeah, I know it's going to be real tough. They just need to pray and just put it in God's hand. I know it's going to be tough because Thanksgiving just left, Christmas coming up, so I just feel for them.
As of right now, everybody don't know about this.
they have more bad news headed their way. For now, they're just waiting for answers.
And the coroner's office will be able to determine if a medical problem could be to blame for the bizarre crash. Stay with CBS 42 and CBS42.com for updates. In the newsroom, Caitlin McCauley, CBS 42 News.
And a motorcycle accident is to blame for another man's death. The rider slammed head-on into an oncoming car. The crash happened on Doug Hollow Road near Center Point. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Department says the man on the motorcycle was trying to pass a car in front of him. A female passenger on the motorcycle was airlifted to a local hospital. The driver of the car was not injured. Names will be released after family members have been notified. An update now to a story we brought you first last night, a day after Thanksgiving. Fire destroys the home of a Parish High School senior and her mother. Neighbors called 911 when they saw the flames and smoke coming from the roof of this house on Shady Grove Road in Parish last night. Propane tanks made battling the fire a little difficult for crews. Parish senior Alexandria Coleman and her mother weren't home at the time. However, everything they own, including memories of the start of her senior year, were reduced to ash.
I had like the bag and some jewelry they sent me, my memory book, just stuff like that. And we took a senior picture recently and it got burned.
Fortunately, the Red Cross has made it possible for the Coleman family to stay in a hotel for 2 nights. And thousands of people from 3 different cities were without water today after a huge main break in Bessemer. A representative for Bessemer Water says the break happened around 6:30 this morning near 33rd Street and Bessemer Highway. Work crews have been at several different sites today trying to replace the line and get service restored to the area. At this time, we don't know when water will be restored to the residents of Bessemer, Brighton, and Middleton. And there's still so much more to discuss about tonight's epic Iron Bowl finish. So what will it take to get the Tigers to Pasadena? And is there any hope Alabama could still play for a championship? Jim, Patrick, and Lauren explore those questions and so much more.
And I'm tracking changes in our forecast. More clouds tomorrow, and I'll show you when you'll need your umbrella. The full forecast is coming up.